Imagine this: you've decided to quit sugar for 7 days, armed with determination and hope. But by day 3, you feel like someone unplugged your battery. Your body has been running like a power plant, fueled by quick-burning sugar for years. That sugar, it's fast fuel, but it's dirty fuel. And now, you've just forced your entire system to switch energy sources mid-operation. Most people think quitting sugar should make them feel energized immediately. But here's the truth: your body doesn't switch fuel sources like flipping a light switch. The first 72 hours can feel like walking through mud. But this exhaustion, it's your body finally starting to heal. Here's what most people don't realize: the tiredness you feel isn't weakness. It's proof that your brain is rewiring itself. Your cells are cleaning house, and your metabolism is learning to burn fuel the way it was designed to. Let's start with the first 72 hours, the hardest part of the journey. For years, your brain has been running on quick-hit glucose. Every time you ate something sweet, your brain got an instant dopamine reward. It's like training a dog with treats. Your brain learned to expect that sugar rush. But when you suddenly stop eating sugar, your brain doesn't just feel disappointed, it goes into panic mode. Think of it like this: imagine you've been driving a car that only runs on premium gasoline. Suddenly, you switch to regular fuel. The engine sputters, struggles, and takes time to adjust. Your brain is doing the same thing. It's frantically searching for glucose, sending out stress signals, and making you feel exhausted as it learns to burn ketones, a cleaner, slower-burning fuel. Research from Yale University found that when people quit sugar, their brain's reward centers show reduced activity for the first 3–5 days, similar to patterns seen in withdrawal from addictive substances. Many people report headaches, brain fog, irritability, and crushing fatigue. You might struggle to focus at work. Simple tasks feel overwhelming. You may even question whether quitting sugar is worth it. This is the point where most people give up, thinking something is wrong with them. But here's the truth: this exhaustion is temporary, and it's a sign your brain is detoxing from its sugar dependency. It's not weakness, it's rewiring. But while your brain is struggling with dopamine, your cells are facing their own energy crisis. Here's a fact most people don't know: your body has 2 fuel sources: glucose, from sugar, and carbs, and fat. But if you've been eating sugar regularly, your body has forgotten how to burn fat efficiently. Think of your cells like a coffee filter. When you constantly pour sugar through it, the filter gets clogged with sticky residue. That residue, it's called insulin resistance. Even when you stop adding sugar, the filter is still gunked up. Your cells can't efficiently absorb the energy that's already available in your body. So you feel exhausted not because you lack energy, but because your cells can't access it yet. Now let's break down what happens day by day. Day 1 through 3 is the chaos phase. Your blood sugar drops rapidly as stored glucose, called glycogen, depletes. Your body panics. Where's the fuel? Symptoms peak: extreme fatigue, shakiness, mood swings. Studies show blood glucose can drop 15 to 20% in the first 48 hours. It feels like your energy has vanished overnight. Then comes day 4 and 5, the turning point. Your liver starts producing ketones, a backup fuel made from fat. But here's the catch: your cells are rusty at using ketones. It's like switching from automatic to manual transmission. You have to relearn. This is when many people feel the most tired, right before the breakthrough. It's the moment when your body is caught between 2 fuel systems, the old one shutting down, the new one not fully online yet. By day 6 and 7, the shift happens. Your mitochondria, the cellular power plants, are adapting. Ketone production increases. Insulin sensitivity improves. You might notice less brain fog, stable energy, no more 3 p.m. crash. The exhaustion that felt endless just days ago starts to lift. Here's the fascinating part: this fatigue isn't your body failing. It's your metabolism upgrading its software. Researchers from Harvard Medical School found that people who push through the first week of sugar withdrawal show measurable improvements in mitochondrial function, meaning their cells become more efficient at producing energy long term. Many people describe day 6 or 7 as the moment they wake up and think, wait, I actually feel okay. Not amazing yet, but okay. And that's progress. Your cells aren't starving. They're learning to feast on a better fuel. Now let's talk about something most people overlook: inflammation. Sugar doesn't just spike your blood glucose. It triggers systemic inflammation throughout your entire body. Imagine inflammation like rust on metal. Every time you eat sugar, tiny particles of rust accumulate in your blood vessels, joints, and organs. Over years, that rust builds up quietly, causing damage you can't see or feel until it's advanced. When you quit sugar, your body sends out a cleanup crew: white blood cells, anti-inflammatory proteins, repair enzymes. But here's the catch: cleaning up years of damage takes energy. A lot of energy. It's like renovating a house. The first few days are chaos, dust everywhere, tools scattered, noise constant. You feel exhausted just watching the mess before you see the improvements. That's what's happening inside your body during the first week without sugar. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who quit sugar show a spike in inflammatory markers, like C-reactive protein, during days 3 to 5, followed by a dramatic drop after day 7. Translation: your body is working overtime to repair itself, which temporarily makes you feel worse before you feel better. The fatigue isn't random. It's your immune system actively dismantling years of sugar-induced inflammation. But inflammation isn't the only culprit. Here's something surprising: when you quit sugar, you lose water fast. Sugar causes insulin spikes. Insulin tells your kidneys to hold on to sodium. Sodium holds on to water. When you stop eating sugar, insulin drops. Your kidneys flush out sodium. Water follows. In the first 3 to 5 days, you can lose 3 to 5 pounds of water weight. Sounds like a win, right? But dehydration makes you feel exhausted. Your blood volume drops. Your heart has to work harder to pump blood. Your muscles feel weak. Your brain feels foggy. This is why people who drink extra water and add electrolytes like sea salt or potassium report feeling much better during the transition. It's not just about hydration for the sake of it. Your cells are literally losing the water they've been holding onto for years, and they need it replenished to function properly. Without it, fatigue intensifies. And then there's sleep. You might wonder, if I'm so tired, why can't I sleep? Many people quitting sugar report insomnia or restless sleep in the first week. Your body is used to glucose crashes at night, triggering melatonin release. Without those crashes, your sleep-wake cycle gets confused. Plus, cortisol, the stress hormone, often spikes as your body adapts to the new fuel source. Research shows that sleep quality typically worsens in days 2 to 4, then dramatically improves by day 8 to 10. So while you feel exhausted during the day, you might lie awake at night. It seems cruel, but it's temporary. Your body is recalibrating its internal clock, learning to produce melatonin naturally without relying on sugar crashes. By week 2, most people report deeper, more restorative sleep than they've had in years. The kind of sleep where you wake up actually feeling rested, not groggy. Your body isn't broken. It's recalibrating. You might wonder, when does it get better? For most people, day 6 or 7 is when the fog starts to lift. This is the breakthrough moment, when all the chaos of the first week finally begins to settle. Your body has figured out the new system. The panic is over. And while you're not superhuman yet, you're starting to feel like yourself again. First, energy stabilizes. You wake up without feeling like you're dragging yourself out of quicksand. The desperate 3 p.m. crash disappears. No more frantic need for coffee or snacks just to make it through the afternoon. Your energy becomes steadier, not explosive, but reliable. It's the kind of energy that carries you through the day without peaks and valleys. Studies on ketogenic adaptation show that by day 7, most people's ketone levels reach therapeutic ranges between 0.5 and 1.5 millimoles per liter, signaling the metabolic switch is complete. Your cells have officially learned to run on fat instead of sugar. Second, mental clarity returns. Brain fog clears. You can focus on tasks without reading the same sentence 5 times. Decision-making feels easier. You're not constantly distracted or overwhelmed by simple choices. Many people describe it as the lights coming back on upstairs. It's subtle at first, but undeniable. You realize you've been operating in a haze for so long that you forgot what clear thinking felt like. Third, cravings shift. The desperate, clawing sugar cravings start to fade. You might still want sugar. Old habits don't vanish overnight, but it's a preference, not a need. It's like the difference between being thirsty versus dying of thirst. You're no longer controlled by the craving. You can walk past a bakery without feeling like you're being physically pulled inside. This shift is psychological as much as it is physiological. Your brain's reward system is recalibrating, and the grip sugar had on you loosens day by day. Fourth, physical symptoms ease. Headaches vanish. Muscle aches improve. You stop feeling shaky or weak. Your body stops sending out distress signals because it's no longer in crisis mode. The adjustment period is over. Your cells, your brain, your metabolism, they've all adapted to the new normal. But let's be honest, by day 7, you won't feel like a superhero. You won't have boundless energy or perfect skin or dramatic weight loss. What you will feel is normal, stable, like your body finally stopped fighting itself. And for many people, normal feels like a miracle after days of chaos. Normal feels like relief. Normal feels like hope. Here's what makes this moment so important. Day 6 or 7 is the proof that you can do this. It's the evidence that your body is resilient, that it can adapt, that the discomfort was temporary. This is when many people realize the worst is behind them. The doubt starts to fade. The commitment deepens. You've climbed the hardest part of the mountain, and now you can see the view. By the way, I'm curious, if you've tried quitting sugar, when did you start feeling better? Was it day 5? Day 10? Drop your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear your timeline. Here's the final truth: 7 days is not the destination. It's the starting line. The fatigue you experienced, the brain fog, the cravings, those were your body's way of showing you just how dependent it had become on sugar. But getting through that first week, that's proof you're stronger than the dependency. And what happens after that first week is where things get really interesting. Week 2 through 4, energy continues to improve. Many people report feeling more energized than they did before they quit sugar. Not the jittery, artificial buzz from a sugar rush, but steady, reliable energy that lasts throughout the day. Sleep deepens. Your REM cycles normalize, meaning you're actually getting restorative rest instead of shallow, interrupted sleep. Skin starts to clear as inflammation continues to drop. And if weight loss is a goal, it becomes noticeable during this period, not just water weight, but actual fat loss as your body learns to burn stored energy efficiently. Month 2 and 3 bring even more changes. Your taste buds reset. Foods that never tasted sweet before, carrots, bell peppers, almonds, suddenly have a natural sweetness you never noticed. You realize how overstimulated your palate had been. Mood stabilizes. Fewer anxiety spikes. Less irritability. More emotional balance. This isn't just psychological, it's biological. When your blood sugar stops spiking and crashing multiple times a day, your stress hormones stabilize too. Blood markers improve, lower triglycerides, better HDL cholesterol, reduced inflammation markers like C-reactive protein. Long-term studies from Stanford University show that people who maintain low-sugar diets for 90 days or more experience significant improvements in insulin sensitivity, cardiovascular health, and cognitive function. Translation: your body doesn't just bounce back, it gets better than it was before. Your cells become more efficient, your brain performs sharper, your risk of chronic disease drops measurably. Here's what surprises most people: once you get through the first week, many don't want to go back. Not because sugar is evil or forbidden, but because they finally feel what it's like to have stable energy, clear thinking, and freedom from cravings. They realize they've been living in a fog for years, without even knowing it. And now that the fog has lifted, going back feels like a downgrade. Of course, you don't have to eliminate sugar forever, but knowing you can, that you're not controlled by it, is powerful. The question isn't whether you can survive without sugar, it's whether you want to keep living at the mercy of it. So let's bring it all together. Days 1 through 3 will be the hardest. Brain fog, fatigue, cravings, irritability. This is your brain and cells adjusting to a new fuel source. It's normal. It's temporary. Your body is going through withdrawal, not because you're weak, but because sugar had a stronger hold on you than you realized. Days 4 and 5 might feel like the breaking point. You'll question everything. You'll wonder if it's worth it. But this is when the real transformation is happening beneath the surface. Your metabolism is switching gears. Your cells are learning to burn fat instead of sugar. It feels like chaos, but it's progress. Days 6 and 7 bring relief. Energy stabilizes, cravings ease, mental clarity returns. You're not superhuman yet, but you're through the worst. And that alone is proof that you can do this. Now, here's how to make it easier. Hydrate aggressively. Add sea salt and potassium to your water to prevent dehydration fatigue. Your body is flushing out water weight, and your cells need electrolytes to function properly. Eat enough fat and protein. Your body needs fuel during the transition. Avocados, nuts, eggs, fish, meat. These will keep you satisfied and give your metabolism the building blocks it needs. Sleep as much as you can. Your body is working overtime to repair inflammation, recalibrate hormones, and adapt to a new energy system. Rest is not optional. It's essential. And be gentle with yourself. This isn't weakness, it's biology. Every symptom you feel is your body doing exactly what it's supposed to do. The tiredness you feel in those first 7 days, it's not a sign that quitting sugar is wrong for you. It's proof that your body was depending on sugar more than you realized. And now, for the first time in years, your body is learning to run on clean fuel, the kind of fuel it was designed to use. If you want to know what happens after the 7 days, check out my other video, What Happens If You Cut Out Sugar Completely for 30 Days. It takes this journey even further. If this helped you understand what you're going through, hit that like button and subscribe. Share it with someone who's thinking about quitting sugar but feels scared of the fatigue. Remember, tiredness is temporary. The freedom from sugar cravings, that can last a lifetime. Your body isn't giving up on you. It's finally getting the chance to heal.